Okay, I'm here with Derek Hyman. His family is going to be given a Lifetime Achievement Award before the work in keeping Keith Albee preserved. You look like right now you're really proud of and I say that in a good light.
I'm proud that we maintained Keith Albee the way it was. Tony, it's part of our life. It's part of my life growing up. And my father was very interested in taking care of the Keith Albee because it reminded him of his father so much, my grandfather.
How did that translate? I mean, he kept it open despite financial hurdles and things of that nature. How did he? I'm just kind of curious as to how it reminded him of his father.
Well, it's just the fact that my grandfather had it built. I think, and put so much of his life into it. Obviously the theater opened in 1928, but we went through the Depression right after that, and they had many other theaters that they had to sell off in order to keep Keith Albee, keep from losing the Keith Albee. So I think watching my grandfather struggle to keep the Keith Albee, keep it open, it was the thing that reminded him most of my grandfather.
So that was actually his memorial, so to speak.
That's correct.
Probably a good way to say. And the question I brought up to Huntington in 1928, was this when your grandfather built the theater, this theater was the largest between Huntington and the Roxy in New York. Was this a question of your family seeing the city going to grow, or was this just a question of just the vision for what they wanted for the city?
My grandfather, when he went to the Keith Albee vaudeville circuit, and this is, Tony, these are just stories, but the story goes that he told them that he had $250,000 to build the theater, and Mr. Keith or Mr. Albee, I don't know which one, but one of them told him, go home, we'll start sending you the plans and start building the theater. So they started building the theater, and obviously, when you hire Thomas Land to do a theater, it's going to be rather magnificent. So I think it was more a fact that the Keith Albee vaudeville circuit sent them this theater. I don't know that they wanted to build the Keith Albee. I think they probably wanted a less expensive version.
So are you saying that your grandfather did have to finance the circuit?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I mean, and that was part of their problem in the 30s. I mean, there's another story where my grandfather took the keys to the Keith Albee and went over to the banker and said, here are the keys to the Keith Albee, and the banker says, keep them because we don't want it. So basically he was just they were hard pressed to get through the Depression with the Keith Albee. You borrow $1.5 million, $2 million to build a theater, and it's in those day and age, it was pretty tough for them to finish up.
When the bank said they didn't want it, was that the thing because they didn't want to run it, or were they proud of the?
Well, they couldn't run it. They would have lost more money if he wasn't running it. But Tony, these are just stories. I don't know.
Right.
I never met my grandfather, so I couldn't
These are urban legends.
Yes, urban legends.
As they would probably be called. And I guess as far as where you were concerned, your biggest decision came when the competition with Pullman Square and what to do at that point.
And we spent quite a long time. When they first opened, I went to the group that talked to us about taking over the Keith Albee. Offered at that point to give them the theater if they wanted to create a non-profit to take it over. And it just took us almost 9 months, I think, before anything was done on that project. process. And we did keep it open. We lost money for the 9 months. But, you know, it was important to me to keep the theater needed, to keep operating, to keep maintaining the theater until such time as they were ready to take Keith Albee from us. So we gave them the time and spent the money just to.
So you really did, so because of this history like that, even though your dad sometimes in the community had occasional reputations for being hoarding cash, he was actually doing a very good thing for.
Oh, absolutely, Tony. I mean, when I came home, we had a theater in Charleston that was making all of our money in Huntington. If it made money, it made $20,000 a year. It lost money most of this 14 years between when the Huntington Mall opened and we turned the cinema into a 4-square feet.
So it's really been a magnificent love here. You remember your days of playing and it was really good.
I was telling the group that I took on a tour today that, you know, when we were kids, we crawled through every nook and cranny in this building. It was always a big adventure to come to Keith Albee on a Saturday morning and just crawl through all the back rooms and explore everywhere. So it's like having a cave system. It's yours alone to crawl through. It's kind of special.
Appreciate what you've done for Huntington. I didn't have that part on the thing. I'm going to make sure I pronounce your name. Okay. This is Karen Carper, and she's Executive Director of the Preservation Society, and she wanted to make a statement about the preservation and the quality of preservation Hyman's did on the theater.
Preservation Alliance of West Virginia is grateful to the Hyman family for the exceptional work they have done in preserving the Keith Albee Theater. We are very appreciative that we have this resource available for the present and future generations of West Virginians to enjoy.